Hey, come here for a second. Sit with me. I want to ask you something, and I want you to be honest with me. Have you ever watched a video in English, and you understood some words, but not the whole sentence, and you felt this little pain in your chest, this feeling of, why don't I understand this yet? I know that feeling. I really do. Maybe you have studied English for years. Maybe you know a lot of grammar rules. You can read English pretty well. But when someone speaks fast, your brain freezes. You smile, you nod, but inside you are lost. Or maybe it's different for you. Maybe you understand a lot when you listen, but when you try to speak, the words don't come out. Your mind goes blank. You know the word in your language, but you cannot find it in English, and you feel embarrassed. So you stay quiet. I want you to know something today. This is not because you are not smart. This is not because you are bad at languages. This happens to millions of people all over the world. It happened to me too when I was learning something new. It is normal. It is human. But here is the real problem. Most people never stop to ask themselves a simple question. Where am I right now? What is my real level? Not what I hope my level is, not what I wish my level was. The real level. Today, because here is something important. You cannot grow in the right direction if you don't know your starting point. Imagine you want to drive to a new city, but you don't know where you are right now. You cannot choose the right road. You will get lost. Learning English is the same. So today we're doing something different. We're going to test your English level together, from A1 all the way to C1. Listening, vocabulary, understanding, and by the end of this video you will know exactly where you stand. No guessing, no confusion, just clarity. And more than that, I am going to give you 3 lessons today. Real lessons. Not boring theory. These are things that will actually change how fast you improve. Things that helped my own students go from feeling stuck to feeling free when they speak English. Stay with me until the end. Because lesson 3 is the one that most people skip, and it is the one that makes the biggest difference. Let's start. Here is something I see all the time. A student tells me, my level is intermediate. I ask them, how do you know? And they say, I just feel like it. Feelings are not facts. Especially in language learning, the truth is your listening level and your speaking level are often very different. You might read English at a B2 level, but when you listen to real English, fast English, natural English, your understanding might actually be closer to A2 or B1. This is not bad news. This is good news. Because now you know exactly what to work on. Let me tell you about a student of mine. Her name was Elena. She came to me and said, I don't understand why I cannot speak. I know so many words. I studied grammar for 6 years. So, I did a simple test with her. I played a short video. Just 1 minute. 2 people talking normally, not slow, not for learners, just normal native speed. She understood maybe 30%. At first she felt sad. She said, I thought I was better than this. But then something beautiful happened. She understood her real problem for the first time. Her problem was not grammar. Her problem was not vocabulary. Her problem was her ears were not trained for real speed English. So here is what I want you to do right now, or right after this video. Find a short video in English 1 or 2 minutes long. Something normal, not made for English learners. Maybe a movie clip, maybe an interview. Watch it without subtitles first. Just listen. Then ask yourself honestly, how much did I understand? 20%, 50%, 80%. Don't judge yourself. Just notice. This one small exercise tells you more about your real level than any test on paper. Because in real life, you don't read English on the street. You listen to it. Someone asks you a question. Someone talks to you in a shop. You need your ears ready, not just your eyes. And here is a small psychological trick that helps a lot. When you watch that video and you don't understand everything, don't say to yourself, I am bad at English. Instead, say, this is exactly where I am today. And today is just the starting point. This changes everything. Because now you are not judging yourself, you are simply observing, like a scientist looking at data. And when you stop judging yourself, you stop feeling shame. And when the shame disappears, your brain relaxes. And a relaxed brain learns much faster than a stressed brain. So your first step today, find one short video, listen without subtitles, notice your real level with kindness, not with criticism. This is lesson 1. Know your true starting point through listening, not through guessing. Now let's talk about vocabulary, because I think many people have the wrong idea about this. Many students believe that a higher level means knowing more words, thousands and thousands of words. So they download apps. They study long lists, 50 new words every day. And after 1 week, they remember maybe 5 of them. Does this sound familiar to you? Here is the truth that nobody tells you. Having a strong vocabulary is not about the number of words you know. It is about how deeply you know a smaller number of words. Let me explain with a story. I had a student named Marco. He was obsessed with learning new words. He had lists everywhere, notebooks full of words, but when he spoke, he still used very simple sentences. Because he never truly learned how to use the fancy words he memorized. One day I told him something that surprised him. I said, Marco, forget the new words for 2 weeks. Let's take 20 words you already know, and let's learn them properly. He looked confused. He said, but I already know these words, I said. Do you really know them? Can you use each one in 3 different sentences? Can you hear the word and understand it instantly without translating in your head? Can you say it with the correct pronunciation without thinking? He tried, and he struggled with almost half of them. This is the real gap for most learners. Not a lack of words, a lack of depth. So here is what real vocabulary learning looks like. When you learn a new word, don't just write down the translation. Use the word in a sentence about your own life. If the word is exhausted, don't just write tired. Write a sentence like, I am exhausted after work on Fridays. Now the word has a feeling. It has a memory attached to it. And your brain remembers feelings much better than lists. Then say the sentence out loud. Not in your head. Out loud. Your mouth needs to practice the word too, not just your eyes. And here is something powerful. Repeat that same word across different days. Not just once. See it on day 1. Use it in a sentence on day 2. Say it out loud again on day 4. Try to use it in a real conversation on day 7. This is how a word moves from your notebook into your real speaking. It's not magic, it's simply repetition with meaning. I want you to try something small today. Choose just 5 words. Words you already sort of know but don't feel confident using. Write one personal sentence for each word. Then say all 5 sentences out loud. Slowly, like you are really talking to someone. 5 words, done properly, will help you more than 50 words done quickly. This is lesson 2. Real vocabulary growth comes from depth, not from speed. Quality beats quantity every single time. Now this is the lesson I promised you. The one most people skip. And honestly, this is the one that decides whether you become fluent or whether you stay stuck for years. Here's a pattern I see again and again. A student says to me, I will start speaking English when my vocabulary is bigger. Or, I will start speaking when my grammar is better. Or, I will join a conversation class when I feel ready. I want to be gentle but honest with you right now. That day never comes. You will never feel 100% ready. Nobody does. Not even advanced learners. Not even people who lived abroad for years. Confidence does not come before speaking. Confidence comes after speaking. Many times. Even when it feels uncomfortable. Let me tell you about a student named Priya. She was shy. Every time I asked her a question in English, she paused for a long time before answering. She told me once, in my head my English sounds perfect, but when I open my mouth, everything disappears. This is so common. Do you know why this happens? Your brain understands English passively, through listening and reading. But speaking is an active skill. It's like the difference between watching someone swim and jumping into the water yourself. You can watch 1,000 swimming videos, but your body only learns to swim when you actually get in the water. So here is what changed everything for Priya. And this is what I want you to start today. Every single day, even just for 5 minutes, speak English out loud, alone if you need to yourself in the mirror, to your phone while you record a voice message. It doesn't matter if nobody hears you. What matters is that your mouth, your tongue, your voice. Practice forming English sounds and sentences. This is called shadowing, and it's one of the simplest and most powerful tools you have. Here is how it works. Take a short clip, maybe 15 seconds. Someone speaking clearly in English. Listen to one sentence. Pause, then say that same sentence out loud. Try to copy their rhythm, their speed, their pronunciation. Not perfectly, just try. Then do it again and again. The same 15 seconds, 3 or 4 times. At first it will feel strange, maybe even a little silly. That's okay. Every beginner feels that way. But something happens after a few weeks of doing this. Your mouth starts to feel more natural forming English words. Your brain starts to respond faster. Because you trained it, not just with your eyes, but with your voice. Here is a simple daily routine you can start today. It takes less than 10 minutes. First, pick one short video clip, 15 to 30 seconds. Second, listen to it twice without speaking, just to understand it. Third, shadow it. Play a small part. Pause, repeat it out loud. Do this for each sentence in the clip. Fourth, at the end, try to say the whole clip from memory, without looking at the words. That's it. 10 minutes. One small clip every day. I know what some of you are thinking right now. I don't have time for this every day. But let me ask you something honestly. Do you have 10 minutes? Everyone has 10 minutes somewhere in their day. While making coffee. While walking. While waiting for the bus. 10 minutes is not about finding extra time. It's about choosing where your existing time goes. And here's the psychological part I promised you. Every time you speak English out loud, even alone, even badly, you are proving something to your brain. You are proving that speaking English is safe, that mistakes don't hurt you, that your voice can make these sounds. This is exactly how children learn language, not by studying grammar books first, but by speaking constantly, making mistakes constantly, and slowly improving through repetition. You can do the same thing, starting today. This is lesson 3. Don't wait for confidence before you speak. Speak daily, in small amounts, and confidence will follow you, not the other way around. So let's look back at everything we talked about today. First, know your real level through listening, not through guessing. Be honest and kind with yourself about where you are right now. Second, build real vocabulary through depth, not through long lists. Choose fewer words. Use them personally. Say them out loud. Third, speak every single day, even for just 10 minutes, even alone. Use shadowing to train your mouth and your ears together. Don't wait to feel ready. I want you to understand something important before you go. Fluent English does not come from one big moment. It doesn't come from one perfect course or one magic method. It comes from small actions, repeated, day after day, week after week. Someone who practices for 10 minutes every single day, for 6 months, will speak better English than someone who studies for 3 hours once and then quits. Small steps. Repeated with love and patience. That's the real secret. There is no other secret hiding somewhere else. So here is my question for you now. Not tomorrow, not next Monday, not when you feel ready, right now. Today, can you give me 10 minutes? Pick one short video, listen to it, shadow it, say it out loud. Feel a little uncomfortable, and do it anyway. I believe in you. I really do. I have seen so many students go from feeling stuck and afraid to speaking with real confidence. Not because they were special, not because they were naturally talented, but because they showed up. Again and again, even on the hard days. You can do this too. If this video helped you today, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me so much, and it helps this video reach other people who need to hear this too. In the next video, I am going to show you the exact words and phrases that native speakers use every single day. The small expressions that make you sound natural and confident. Not textbook English, real English. I'll see you there. Take care of yourself. And I'll talk to you soon.